Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss the concept break-even analysis. Break-even analysis is an economic tool that is used to determine the cost structure of a company, and it explains, break-even analysis explains how many units a company should sell to cover the cost. So the theory behind the break-even analysis is made up of four basic concepts. These are the four basic concepts: fixed cost, variable cost, revenue, and profit. Okay, the theory behind the break-even analysis is made up of these four components. Okay, fixed cost doesn't change. We have discussed in the last class in the concept of in the topic cost concepts. Here just I am giving brief information about these four concepts, components. Fixed cost doesn't change with the level of output. Variable cost changes with the level of output. Revenue is the total income received. Profit is the money you have after subtracting fixed and variable cost from revenue. Okay, and so break even analysis is used to examine the relation between the fixed cost, variable cost, variable cost, and revenue. So this break even analysis is used for predicting how the changes in costs and sales volume affect profit. It is it is also called cost volume profit analysis. Break even analysis is also called cost volume profit analysis. A break even analysis is a financial tool which helps a company to determine the stage at which the company will be profitable. It is a financial calculation for determining the number of profits or services a company should sell to cover its cost. See the graph, then you can easily understand this is a break even analysis. Break even analysis graph. Okay, this is break even analysis. OX axis shows output or volume and sales. Y axis shows cost and revenue. So overall break even analysis tells us the relationship between cost, volume, and profit. So it is called break even analysis, is also called cost volume profit analysis. Fixed cost is, this is a fixed cost curve. This is parallel to base axis. Base axis means OX axis, because it doesn't change with the level of output. Even if the output is 0, fixed cost remains the same. Okay, it doesn't change with the level of output. And this is total cost curve. Okay, and meanwhile this is between fixed cost and total cost, meanwhile is the variable cost. Okay, here we have to consider the sum of fixed cost and variable cost, total cost. Okay, sum of fixed cost, variable cost, this is total cost, and this is total revenue curve. We have to draw from this corner we have to draw total revenue curve. Okay, where total cost is equal to the total revenue. This point is called break even point. At this stage, organization can't earn any profit. If they manufacture the goods above that level, above the BEP level, if organization manufacture the goods above this level, organization can get profits, so that this is a profit zone. Okay, if they manufacture below this level, so losses will come. So this is loss zone. Okay, so this is loss zone. Okay, this is a profit zone and this is loss zone. So this is margin of safety. So this is here MS, margin of safety. So margin of safety is nothing but the difference between actual sales and BEP sales. The difference between actual sales and BEP sales is called margin of safety. Means organization is in the safe zone. Break even point is shown graphically, that is called break even chart. Okay, and break even analysis, it is complete based on this analysis, based on some assumptions. So what are the assumptions of break even analysis? See the assumptions. All costs can be separated into fixed and variable components. Fixed cost will remain constant at all volumes of output. Variable costs will fluctuate in direct proportion to volume of output. Selling price will remain constant. Product mix will remain unchanged. The number of units of sales will coincide with the units produced, so that there is no opening or closing stock. Productivity per worker will remain unchanged. There will be no change in the general price level. So all these are the assumptions of break even analysis. Whenever all these assumptions are there, then only we can use this technique, break even analysis. What is break even analysis? Where total cost is equal to the total revenue, that point, break even point. Organizations first they should identify the point. If they manufacture the goods above that level, surely they can get profits. If they manufacture the goods below that level, losses will come. Okay, so these are the assumptions. In managerial economics, every concept based on assumptions. Managerial economics based on it, drawn from two basic subjects, economics and business theory. Economics complete based on assumptions. Managerial economics has taken the assumptions from economics. So this is one of the concept in managerial economics, break even analysis. Okay, but these are the assumptions of break even analysis. But in all the cases, it is all these assumptions must be constant, then only we can use break even analysis. But in all the cases, it is not possible to be constant these assumptions, so that we can convert all these assumptions into limitations. Listen the limitations of break even analysis. First of all, break-even analysis is based on the assumption that costs and expenses can be clearly separated into fixed and variable components. All the costs can be separated into fixed and variable components. This is the assumption. But in practice, it is not possible to divide all the expenses and costs into fixed and variable. In practice, it is not possible to bifurcate all the expenses into fixed and variable. So this is the limitation. And the second one, it is assumed that fixed costs remain constant at all levels of output. This is assumption. But in practice, only in short period they are constant. Long period, they can change. This is a limitation. Fixed cost only short period, fixed costs constant. But in long period they may be changed. So in practice it is not possible to be constant fixed costs. So this is the as a limitation of break-even analysis. Okay, and the next assumption is it is assumed that variable costs must change according to the output. Variable cost change according to the output. Here the limitation that will change. Surely variable costs will change according to the output. It will change, but not necessary in direct proportion. They should change in direct proportion to the volume of output. This is assumption. Surely they will change. Based on the output, variable costs will change, but they may not change in direct proportion to the volume of output. This is limitation. And it is assumed that selling price remains unchanged. Selling price remains unchanged, but in practice it is not possible. It depends on, price depends on markets, demand, market demand, supply, competition, so on. So this is the assumption. Selling price will remain constant. It is not possible to be constant in practice. This is the limitation. And the next one, it is assumed that only one product is produced, or a product mix will remain unchanged. But in practice, product mix means now once upon a time companies generally used to manufacture only one product, but nowadays almost all companies are manufacturing different varieties of products. When a company manufacture and sell different varieties of products to consumers, that is called product mix. Here the assumption, it is assumed that only one product is produced, or product mix will remain unchanged. Means companies, they should manufacture only one product, or only they should not change its product mix. Same products they should manufacture, but in practice it is not possible. Based on the customers' needs, demands, they should manufacture the products. This is the limitation of this assumption. Clear? And it is, and the next one, it is assumed that production and sales quantities must equal. Production and sales quantities, sales will coincide with the units produced. Means production and sales quantities must be equal. Means the entire output manufacturers, they should sell at a time, but it is not possible in practice. So no one can sell entire output at a time. This is the limitation. And the next one, it is assumed that prices of the product must be constant. Product prices must be constant. Okay, productivity must be constant, product prices must be constant. There should not be change in the general price level. Means it is assumed that prices of the product must be constant, but in practice it is not possible to be constant. By considering so many points, manufacturers, they should fix the price to the product. Material cost, labor cost, demand, supply, competition, their target price, so and so points they have to consider. So in practice it is not possible to be constant. So this is the limitation. These are the assumptions and limitations of break-even analysis. Whenever all these assumptions are possible, then only we can use break-even analysis technique. What else is break-even analysis? Okay, manufacturers, first they should identify where total cost is equal to the total revenue. If they manufacture above that level, they can get profits. But all these assumptions must be constant. Okay, in all the assumptions may not be constant. So that we have discussed, it has some assumptions also. even though it has assumptions, some uses are there for break even analysis. Okay, see the uses of break even analysis, even though it has limitations, assumptions, number of advantages are there, uses are there. Okay, break even analysis helps us how to fix correct prices. How to fix correct prices? We can collect the information from break even analysis. How much it tells us how to fix correct prices. How much price we should fix to get desired profit. How many items should manufacture to get desired profit. How many items should manufacture to cover all the expenses. How much price he should fix to increase the sales. And this analysis, break even analysis, helps to the managers to identify profit and loss at various levels of output. And it helps to identify the present status of the business, whether it is profitable or not. And to compare, it helps to compare one business unit with other businesses to identify its profitability condition. And it gives break even analysis, gives an idea about what happens in overall profitability when a new product is introduced. It helps a lot. It gives an idea about what happens in overall profitability when new product is introduced. So what is the cost structure of the organization when it changes the production process? All the information it can provide break even analysis. Okay, so this is break even analysis concept. This is an economic structure. Okay.